Operation Paperclip was a secret program. The United States ran it after World War II. The goal was to bring German scientists and engineers to America. The US wanted their knowledge and skills. The operation was born out of competition. The US was racing against the Soviet Union. Both wanted to secure the best minds of the defeated Nazi regime. These scientists represented a valuable asset. They could help America surpass its rivals. The operation's implications were huge. The US military was tasked with finding these scientists. They went to Germany right after the war. They searched for anyone with valuable knowledge. This included rocket scientists, engineers, and medical researchers. The US offered them safe haven and employment. In return, the scientists would work for the American government. The recruitment process was shrouded in secrecy. The US government understood the moral implications. They knew the world would question their decision. After all, these scientists had worked for the Nazi regime. However, the desire to win the emerging Cold War outweighed these concerns. Many of the scientists recruited were indeed former members of the Nazi Party. Some were even high-ranking officials. This presented a significant ethical dilemma for the US government. How could they justify working with individuals who had participated in the horrors of the Nazi regime? The US government argued that the scientists' expertise was too valuable to ignore. They believed that these scientists could help prevent a future war. They also argued that the scientists were merely following orders under the Nazi regime. However, critics argued that this ignored the scientists' complicity in Nazi war crimes. The German scientists brought to the US under Operation Paperclip made significant contributions. They helped advance American technology in various fields. These included rocketry, aeronautics, medicine, and space exploration. Their knowledge helped the US make huge leaps forward. One of the most significant contributions was in the field of rocketry. German scientists helped develop the rockets that would eventually take the US to the moon. They also played a key role in developing the intercontinental ballistic missiles that became a cornerstone of American military power during the Cold War. Wernher von Braun, from V-2 rockets to the moon. Wernher von Braun's journey from developing the V-2 rocket for Nazi Germany to becoming a pivotal figure in the American space program is a story of transformation and innovation. His work laid the foundation for modern rocketry and space exploration. Wernher von Braun was the most famous scientist brought to the United States under Operation Paperclip. This secret program aimed to harness the expertise of German scientists after World War II, and von Braun was among the most valuable assets. He was a brilliant rocket engineer whose innovative designs and relentless pursuit of technological advancement set him apart. His early work on rocket propulsion and aerodynamics was groundbreaking. He had played a leading role in developing the V-2 rocket for Nazi Germany. The V-2 was the world's first long-range guided ballistic missile, a technological marvel of its time. The V-2 was a terrifying weapon. It could travel at supersonic speeds and deliver devastating payloads, causing significant damage and loss of life. It caused widespread fear and destruction during the war. Cities like London and Antwerp were heavily targeted, and the psychological impact of these attacks was profound. Despite his past, von Braun became a celebrated figure in the United States. His expertise was crucial in the early stages of the American space program, and he quickly rose to prominence. He was instrumental in the development of the rockets for the American space program. His vision and leadership were key in transitioning from military rockets to those capable of space exploration. He led the team at NASA that developed the Saturn V rocket. This rocket was a monumental achievement, representing the pinnacle of rocket engineering at the time. This rocket launched the Apollo missions to the moon. The success of these missions marked a significant milestone in human history, showcasing the incredible potential of space exploration and solidifying von Braun's legacy as a pioneer in the field. Controversy and secrecy, hiding the truth. Throughout history, there have been numerous instances where governments have gone to great lengths to conceal the truth from the public. One of the most controversial and secretive operations was Operation Paperclip. Operation Paperclip was highly controversial. This covert program, initiated by the United States government after World War II, aimed to recruit German scientists, many of whom were former Nazis, to work for the US. The goal was to leverage their expertise in various fields, particularly in rocketry and other advanced technologies, to gain an edge in the burgeoning Cold War. The US government went to great lengths to keep it secret. They understood that the American public would be outraged if they knew that their government was collaborating with individuals who had been part of the Nazi regime. To prevent any backlash, the government meticulously sanitized the backgrounds of these scientists, erasing any evidence of their affiliations with the Nazis. They knew the public would disapprove of their collaboration with former Nazi scientists. The ethical implications were profound, and the potential for public outcry was immense. The government was willing to take these risks because they believed that the scientific knowledge these individuals possessed was crucial for national security and technological advancement. They went so far as to expunge the Nazi affiliations of these scientists from public records. This involved altering documents, creating new identities, and even destroying evidence that could link these individuals to their past. The lengths to which the government went to protect this secret were extraordinary and unprecedented. Over time, the truth about Operation Paperclip began to emerge. Despite the government's efforts to keep the operation under wraps, journalists and historians started to uncover the details. Through diligent research and investigation, they pieced together the story of how the US had brought former Nazi scientists into the country and integrated them into its scientific community. Journalists and historians uncovered the program's secrets. They published articles, books, and documentaries that revealed the extent of the government's deception. The revelations were shocking and led to widespread public debate about the ethical implications of Operation Paperclip. This led to public outcry and condemnation. People were outraged that their government had not only collaborated with former Nazis, but had also gone to such great lengths to hide the truth. The controversy sparked protests, debates, and a re-evaluation of the moral choices made during the Cold War. Many people felt betrayed by the government's actions. They believed that the government had sacrificed its moral principles for the sake of scientific advancement and national security. The sense of betrayal was deep and lasting, and it left a significant mark on the public's trust in their leaders. They believed that the US had sacrificed its moral principles for the sake of winning the Cold War. The ethical compromises made during Operation Paperclip continue to be a topic of discussion and debate, serving as a reminder of the complex and often troubling decisions that are made in the name of national security. Impact on the Cold War, a scientific arms race. Operation Paperclip had a significant impact on the Cold War. The German scientists' knowledge and skills helped the US surge ahead in the arms race. This intensified the rivalry between the US and the Soviet Union. Both superpowers poured resources into developing ever more powerful weapons. The scientists from Operation Paperclip played a key role in developing the US's arsenal of nuclear missiles. They also contributed to advancements in rocket technology, jet propulsion, and other military technologies. The Cold War became a battle not only of ideology, but also of scientific and technological superiority. Operation Paperclip's enduring legacy. Operation Paperclip remains a controversial chapter in American history. Initiated in the aftermath of World War II, this secret program aimed to harness the expertise of German scientists for American technological and military advancements. While it undeniably accelerated the US space race and contributed to significant scientific breakthroughs, it also brought with it a host of moral and ethical dilemmas. It raises complex moral and ethical questions about the price of victory and the limits of pragmatism. The decision to bring former Nazi scientists into the fold was not without controversy. Many of these scientists had been involved in war crimes and atrocities, and their recruitment by the US government sparked heated debates about justice, accountability, and the moral cost of scientific progress. The operation's legacy continues to be debated today. Historians and ethicists still grapple with the implications of Operation Paperclip, examining whether the benefits gained were worth the ethical compromises made. Documentaries and academic discussions frequently revisit this topic, highlighting the enduring relevance of these questions in contemporary society. Some argue that the scientists' contributions to the US outweighed their past sins. The technological advancements achieved, particularly in the fields of rocketry and space exploration, are often cited as justification for the program. These scientists played pivotal roles in the development of NASA and the success of the Apollo missions, which are seen as monumental achievements in human history. Others believe that the US was wrong to collaborate with Nazis regardless of the potential benefits. They argue that the moral cost was too high and that the decision to overlook the scientists' past in favor of their expertise set a dangerous precedent. This perspective emphasizes the importance of accountability and the need to uphold ethical standards, even in the pursuit of progress. Operation Paperclip also serves as a reminder of the dark side of scientific progress. The same knowledge that can propel humanity to new heights can also be used for destructive purposes. The development of the V2 rocket, for example, was a significant technological achievement, but it was also a weapon of war that caused immense suffering. It shows how scientific knowledge can be used for both good and evil. The dual-use nature of many scientific advancements underscores the need for careful consideration of the ethical implications of research and development. This duality is a central theme in the ongoing debate about Operation Paperclip and its legacy. It underscores the importance of ethical considerations in scientific research and development. As we continue to push the boundaries of what is possible, the lessons of Operation Paperclip remind us that progress should not come at the expense of our moral and ethical values. The legacy of this operation serves as a cautionary tale, urging us to balance innovation with integrity. Conclusion: a controversial chapter in history. Operation Paperclip was a bold and controversial operation. It brought valuable scientific knowledge to the US. It also forced the world to grapple with the moral complexities of war and its aftermath. The operation's legacy is still debated today. It serves as a reminder of the enduring power of science and the importance of ethical considerations in its pursuit.